Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very last official day of the school year. You all survived. You made it. Congratulations to you. Wanted to go over a few quick things um, that are hopefully helpful to you in this very last day. So, number one, what should I, meaning you, what should you be doing? It's very simple. If you're not done with your classes, if I haven't talked to you about being 100% done, then just be working on completing your core curriculum. Be getting those last few assignments turned in, um, finishing up anything that you have to finish. For 11th graders specifically, make sure that you take care of your next step requirements. I believe at this point I've talked to all of you individually about what needs to be done with that, but just to reiterate, it's in that Google Classroom. There are 7 tasks. There are 3 short little assignments where you write just a quick paragraph about something, and then there are 4 others that are it's basically just documentation that you've been working. Very, very easy. This is required. It is a class credit. It's probably the easiest high school class credit you will ever get. So make sure you don't fail to turn that in. Like I've mentioned before, you've all already done more than enough work for it out in the real world. You just need to make sure that you've got that documentation in. If you're having troubles with the Google Classroom, if it's not working for you, it's not uploading correctly, then email it to me or take a picture of it and send the picture to me. You can send pictures in email, text message, do whatever you have to do to just get that stuff to me by the end of the day today. What am I going to be doing? So, of course, I am available to you today. I'm just I'm mostly grading stuff today, taking care of a few odds and ends, and then tomorrow I'm going to be entering in final grades for people, probably grading a few more assignments as well. So I'll be available tomorrow if you have any questions. Or really about anything. The best way to get a hold of me today or tomorrow for that matter is probably by phone call. If you need something immediate, definitely give me a phone call. Text message also works pretty well as well. Academic overtime, again, to reiterate, this only applies to people in very, very specific circumstances. So to qualify for academic overtime, you have to be in grades 2 through 8 right now. You have to be re-enrolled for EPIC for next year, and you have to have scored below proficient on either your last benchmarks or your state tests. Okay, so if all 3 of those things apply to you, it has to be all 3. It can't just be 1 or 2, it has to be all 3. If they all apply to you, then you qualify for academic overtime. And again, technically it is optional. Even if you do qualify for it, it is optional. Your summertime is yours. We know that that time is very valuable. So it's optional. If you really don't want to do it, then that's fine. What it is, again, if you've forgotten, it is just a little bit of extra academic support during June, during the first part of the summer, where we leave your EPIC Essentials open so you can still go in and work in EPIC Essentials. So that's Freckle. You can still go in and take care of some work in there, be practicing things just so that you don't fall further behind. It helps bridge the summer gap. It's very minimal. It's maybe about, I think we encourage people to do maybe like 10 or 15 minutes per day. So like I said, very minimal commitment. It's not a whole lot that you have to worry about. Even if you do qualify for it, again, it is technically optional. But if you have questions about that, just let me know. Can I have extra time to complete my core? So this is a question I've gotten And the short answer is, unfortunately, no. However, there is a circumstance I'll talk about in a second where you could. So today is the very last day of the EPIC school year. After today, the curriculums shut down, or at least they should, and everything is cut off. Everything not done by the end of today is just not done. However, and I have talked to a few of you about this, if you are re-enrolled for next year with EPIC and you are not totally done by the end of the day today, then you do get some extra time in June to finish up anything that you still have lingering. Okay, so again, let me go over that one more time. You have to be re-enrolled for next year for this to apply to you. I think it shouldn't apply to too many of you guys. Most of you guys have gotten your work turned in. Most of you are going to finish today, or you've already finished, which is fine. But for those of you who are not totally done and are enrolled for next year, you will be given a little bit of extra time in June to finish those things up. And speaking of June, let's talk about the summer very briefly. So this is mostly for the people who are coming back next year. I wanted to let you all know that our ILPs this year, and this is such good news, our ILPs are going to be in July, and then maybe some in August if we can't schedule them all in July. Basically, we're going to get them done early. We're going to get them done as early as possible to make sure that you have your curriculum and your technology well before the first day of school. Well, your curriculum on the first day of school, but you know what I mean. You're fully prepared, ready to go on that very first day of school. Nobody will be falling behind, and we'll avoid any of those frustrations we had at the beginning of this school year, which, I mean, you know, if you were here at the beginning of the year, you know that, you understand what was going on. It was pretty crazy. This year, we're doing our best to make sure that that does not happen again. Anything else that I need to say? I'll just be sending that out in individual emails. This is pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Wanted to say one more time, congratulations on making it to the very last day of school. I know that this year has been challenging. It's probably been the most challenging academic year, just from a you know, outside distractions point of view, that we have ever had, and that you will probably ever have. So just know that going forward, things should be easier. Regardless of where you guys end up, I wish you all the best. Whether you're going back to in person or staying with EPIC, doing something else entirely, I hope that you all have success in the future. And I'm still here if you need me for something. If you have questions, be sure that you reach out, you know, today or tomorrow, or if you think of something next week, you know, you can obviously still reach out to me as well. All right, well, you guys, hope you have a great rest of your last day of school, and have a great weekend and Memorial Day. And I will say goodbye for now. Goodbye, a lot of you, for the entire summer.